Okay, in this lecture, I am going to prove that I am going to find the automorphism of G where G is an infinite cyclic group. If G is an infinite cyclic group, then what will be the auto G? Auto G means actually the collection of all automorphisms which can be defined from G, on G actually. Okay, so let us find that. So here G is an infinite cyclic group. And we let the generator of G be A, that is we can write G equal to this. We know that an infinite cyclic group has only two generators, which are A and A inverse. Now if any automorphism T, if we define any automorphism T, automorphism means that is an isomorphism from G to G, then order of T of A, there is an infinite cyclic group, therefore T of A is also generates G. If A generates G, then T of A, if T is any automorphism from G to G, then T of A is also generates G. For any isomorphism, this result is true actually. This result is true. If A be any isomorphism from G to G dash, and if G is cyclic, then G dash is also cyclic. And the generator of G dash is f of A. If A be the generator of G. If A be the generator of G, then the generator of G dash is f of A. We are using this result only actually. If T be an automorphism from G to G, that is T is an isomorphism from G to G. And J is the generator of G, therefore TA is the generator of this G. So TA generates this G actually. Okay. Now I want to find that what are the options of T. Now we know that the generators of G are only A and A inverse. Therefore only possible values of TA are A and A inverse. We know that if we know for any cyclic group, finite or infinite, if we have the image of a generator, then we can find all the images with respect to T. So if we know the image of a generator, then we know the automorphism. So here the options of T are A and A inverse. Therefore the number of automorphism on G may be maximum number of automorphism are 2. One is TA equal to A, another is TA equal to A inverse. This is maximum number of automorphism. If they are unequal, then the number of automorphism are 2. If they are equal, then the number of automorphism is 1. So we have order of automorphism. This is actually greater lesser equal to 2. Okay, maximum number of automorphism is 2. Therefore order of automorphism of G, this is lesser equal to 2. Now we will show that the automorphisms TA equal to A and TA equal to A inverse are different. So we denote these two, one as T1 and another as T2. If we consider T1A equal to A, then actually for any element B belongs to G, we have B equal to A to the power n for some, if since A is the generator of G, for some n belongs to Z, then T of B, this is equal to T of A to the power n equal to T of A whole to the power n. Now T of A equal to A, that is A to the power n. A to the power n means this is B. Therefore TB equal to B for any B belongs to G, that is T1. T1 with respect to T1, the images are same. That is T1 equal to identity mapping. Now what is T2? Now T2A equal to A inverse. If we consider T2A equal to A inverse, then since G is cyclic, we know that it is commutative. Therefore, T2AB equal to A inverse B in, sorry, AB inverse. This is equal to A inverse B inverse. Since G is cyclic, actually cyclic means it is commutative. Therefore, this is T2A, T2B. Therefore, it is a homomorphism. Also, for any A inverse belongs to G, there exists a A inverse, there exists a A belongs to, or for any A belongs to G, there exists an A inverse belongs to G, such that T of A inverse equal to A inverse inverse equal to A. That is, it is an onto homomorphism. It is also injective because if we consider T2A equal to T2B, then A inverse equal to B inverse, that is A equal to B. Therefore, T is 1 to 1. That means T2 is a homomorphism, it is onto, it is 1 to 1. That is, T2 is an isomorphism. Now, we will show that T2 cannot be identity mapping. If T2 is not an identity mapping, then T1 not equal to T2. Therefore, the number of automorphism, number of distinct automorphism in an infinite cyclic group can be 2. Okay. Now, if T be the identity element, then what happens? If T be the identity, T2 be the identity element, then T2x equal to Ix, that is x inverse equal to x, that is x square equal to E, that is order of x equal to 2. In an infinite cyclic group, no element exists whose order is 2. We know that in an infinite cyclic group, each and every element is of actually infinite order. Each of every element is of infinite order. Therefore, this is a contradiction. So T2 equal to I cannot be true. That is, T2 not equal to I. Therefore, T1 and T2 are unequal. Hence, there are only two options of automorphism of G, that is, one is T1, other is T2, where T1 equal to I, that is identity mapping, and T2 is defined by T2x equal to x inverse for all x belongs to G. These two are the elements of auto G. Therefore, order of auto G is equal to 2, and the members of auto G are these two, T1 and T2. Okay. So, if G is an infinite cyclic group, then we can find the auto G which contains these two mappings only, these two automorphisms. Okay. So, here just a corollary I can deduce from here. Here we saw that if G is an infinite cyclic group, then order of auto G is equal to 2. We know that auto G is also a group. If order of auto G is 2, then it is a prime. Prime means any group of prime order is cyclic. Therefore, auto G is a cyclic group of order 2. Therefore, auto G is a cyclic group of order 2. Again, we know that every cyclic group of order n, any cyclic group of order n, if G be any cyclic group of order n, then G is isomorphic to Zn. If G be any cyclic group of order n, finite cyclic group of order n, then G is isomorphic to Zn. Therefore, auto G is being a cyclic group of order 2, so auto G is isomorphic to Z2. So, we can conclude that if G is an infinite cyclic group, then auto G is isomorphic to Z2. Okay. So, this completes the proof. Thank you.